Progenital cells, also known as stem cells, these are specialized cells that can transform into different types of tissue. Stem cells have the capacity to travel from different parts of the body to damaged organs or tissue and differentiate into cells of this tissue to function as such. Because of this differentiation capacity into other types of tissue, stem cells can be used for medical treatments to repair damaged organs and tissue. They also produce growth factors and other components necessary into the maintenance of the body. There are two types of sources of stem cells, embryonic and adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells are obtained from human embryos 8 weeks of gestation. Because of ethnical, moral, and religious reasons, the use of such stem cells are prohibited in many places around the world. Adult stem cells are found in high concentrations in the umbilical cord blood of newborns and in some tissues of the human body, such as blood, fat, skin, and bone marrow. The bone marrow has a continual production of new cells. Adult stem cells therefore has a larger reserve of them. The bone marrow has a continual production of new cells. Adult stem cells therefore has a larger reserve of them. Umbilical cord blood of newborns can be stored in specialized banks, whether public or private. They have special storage tanks that keep cells cryopreserved at temperatures below 0, 150 degrees Celsius. This frozen state permits long periods of storage without losing stem cells' characteristics before freezing. These umbilical cord blood stem cells can be cultured to increase their numbers and be used by the same person. They can also be used by others if they match compatibility. It is worth to mention that when the cells are processed, some cells are lost in the quantity and some get harmed. So the processing quality is very important to prevent cells lose viability and get healthy cells. The most common use of cord blood stem cells are cases of leukemias and lymphomas, but have also been used in cases of heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and other conditions. Stem cells obtained from bone marrow can be used for similar purposes, with the advantage of the possibility of multiple collections at different ages of the person as needed. When using stem cells from a different person, the main risks are tissue rejection by the immune system, allergic reactions due to incompatibility, antibody formation, and the possibility of transmitting diseases. Stem cells are infused by IV, similar to a blood transfusion, and in some cases they are injected intramuscularly or subcutaneously. They must be administered by trained and experienced physicians, and knowledge of these types of therapies and treatments must be performed in a clean facility like operating rooms or a special care unit. At Progencell, we take stem cells from the patient's own bone marrow to treat various kinds of diseases. The special Progencell technique consists in using, in most cases, complete bone marrow. It is obtained by aspiration, then mixed with a special solution previously prepared and into physical stimulation in a closed system. With this methodology, the patient receives a large quantity of fresh, live, active cells with a minimum handling as possible. The immediate application purpose is to avoid handling, freezing, and storage to prevent harming the cells, obtaining the original property of stem cells without damaging, aging, and with high viability. Another advantage of using whole bone marrow is that it contains growth factors that are not only useful but necessary for duplication and differentiation of stem cells. Removing components from the bone marrow, like red cells, is not strictly necessary when used by IV. These elements will be selected by the body and eliminated as need for it. In patients suffering from chronic degenerative diseases, the damage usually is in the organs or in some process of these organs. This damage might be microcirculation disorders, accumulation of free radicals, oxidative stress, cellular microenvironment, production, transportation, and disposal of various items, such as hormones, proteins, enzymes, among others. In some cases, the production of stem cells may be disturbed, but the stem cells are not altering their function. These stem cells will always regenerate and repair damaged organs and tissues, as it's the natural way of healing body. Stem cells from a person are completely healthy and have no limitation for use on the same person. There is no evidence showing that using autologous stem cells perpetuate their disease. If this way was real, the risk of using stem cells from tissues of another person would be much greater. Under this reason, cells with all their characteristics, including other person's current and later diseases, will be transmitted to the recipient too. The safest stem cell treatment, without a doubt, are autologous treatments, such as those performing Progencell. So far, hundreds of procedures have been performed and none have had any complications with any patients. All patients have had a benefit, with results ranging from complete cure to a slight improvement. The different responses in patients reside on different medical conditions, different habits, different production of stem cells, and growth factors. We have observed that the main elements influencing results are the quality of the bone marrow, age, chronicity and severity of the disease, and the patient's general condition and their lifestyle. The sources of obtaining bone marrow at Progencell is the iliac crest, hip or tibia bone leg. The procedure is performed in adults with local anesthesia and is well tolerated by patients. Few patients have reported slight discomfort at the aspiration site for a few days after the procedure. In all cases, IV infusion is performed, and in some cases we add local injection, for example on the thyroid, lumbar area or retrobulba, to direct the cells to the required tissue to be repaired. Progencell offers stem cell therapies with effective results. Many years of research and extensive experience have resulted in substantial improvement of patients' health with various diseases. Progencell infuses stem cells from the bone marrow into the same patient for tissue regeneration, resulting in medical condition improvement, therefore increasing your quality of life. To ease the patient's journey, we also give logistic support. A Progencell representative will meet you at the San Diego, California airport, Tijuana, Mexico airport, or any other meeting point, and do the transportation for you to Progencell across the border. Likewise, we support the patient on local transportation from the hotel or your place of accommodation to Progencell and back. If you wish so, you can take advantage of special rates with high-class hotels that include breakfast and internet access, just minutes away from Progencell. We'll be there for you, speaking Spanish or English during your entire stay, from border crossing to local transportation, lodging, food suggestions, and any medical need that may arise. To ease the patient journey, we also give logistic support. A Progencell representative will meet you at the San Diego, California airport, Tijuana, Mexico airport, or any other meeting point, and do the transportation for you to Progencell across the border. Likewise, we support the patient on local transportation from the hotel or your place of accommodation to Progencell and back. If you wish so, we can take advantage of special rates with high-class hotels that include breakfast and internet access just minutes away from Progencell. We'll be there for you, speaking English or Spanish during your entire stay, from border crossing to local transportation, lodging, food suggestions, and any medical needs that may arise. At Progencell, patients will be treated by a multidisciplinary medical team with different specialties such as cardiology, neurology, ophthalmology, orthopedics, internal medicine, and hematology, among others. Progencell is based on total quality philosophy, having as priorities the values of the efficiency and safety of each treatment, honesty and professionalism, excellence in medical and business integrity, in adequate facilities. In other words, high quality throughout the service. Progencell is based on total quality philosophy, having as priorities the values of the efficiency and safety of each treatment, honesty and professionalism, excellence in medical and business integrity, in adequate facilities. In other words, high quality throughout the service.